One situation that made me very upset, but at the same time so motivated, was when I needed to use one specific service, and I started researching local businesses. I do it often and as much as possible when I need something, but it was the situation when I needed some perishable product, so it was definitely local. And so many times I was landing on a social media page or on a website that said that the business is shutting their doors, or they are sold to another brand, or the website wasn't working at all. I was thinking about how much of the work is put into opening doors to clients, to offer the service, to get out there and to go through all the hoops that we all as a business owners have to go through, and then how hard of the decision it is to shut the doors and to stop pursuing the dream that you had when you really decided to open the business. And this is one of the reasons I, as a video creator, love to work with local businesses, to support them with my expertise, to support them with videos that I can create, and give an extra pair of eyes and ideas in terms of video creation. FunSquare says that 1 in 5 businesses don't pass the 1-year mark, and then 60% don't survive their first 3 years. And I don't like these statistics, and I don't want to be the part of these statistics. And in today's video, I would love to share 5 mistakes that I was doing as a freelance business owner, or I still do and try to improve. And by the way, let me know, how do you call yourself? Are you calling yourself freelancers if you provide a service, or are you business owners? Because I hear all the different sorts of the names, and I'm still figuring out what does it mean and what's the best way to call myself. Welcome to Time We Create, a podcast where I share behind the scenes of starting and growing my creative business, at the same time trying to juggle everything else like sports, hobbies, family, and being a mom, and how to keep creative and all that chaos. Here we discuss different mindset shifts, different tips and tricks about the business. And this is the final episode of the first season. I'm very excited that we survived this season. I hope you enjoyed this episode, because today I'm going to discuss the mistakes that I noticed I was doing, and I try not to do them again as a freelancer, as a beginner freelancer, as a beginner business owner. And if you are thinking to start your freelancing journey or your business journey, or you're in the very beginning, or you're already on your way, have a look if you are doing those mistakes so that you don't do them. And let's get into the episode. Mistake number 1 is not having a good financial runway. And I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't give you qualified advice, but based on my research, most of the advisors suggest to have at least 6 or 12 months of financial support so that you can get your business off the ground. And in my case, I needed more like a 12 months. So I left my job and I had a financial runway of around 6 months. And it wasn't enough because of the different situations I had in my life. So I couldn't work for some time after I was already self-employed. And this is the time when I had to have more financial support. This is a very important consideration, because when you don't have this stability, you tend to focus on the wrong things and make wrong decisions. You accept working on projects that are not exciting to you, and this is really the best case scenario, because it can also be a scenario when the project is going against your values. Luckily, I didn't have that situation, but it can be the case, and it's not something that you would love to work on, really. You also get tired and even burned out very quickly, because when you're working on the project that excites you and it's interesting, so the problems that occur on your way are exciting to solve to get to the result you really want. But when you work on something that is not interesting, it's not fulfilling, it's a problem. Like, it's a problem that annoys you and drains energy, and you can't really be excited and to work on your business or in your business when you're tired, really. The way to avoid this mistake is to have a plan, and have a good financial plan as well, which includes not the best case scenario, but the usual case scenario, or even sometimes worst case scenario, to account for it. So it definitely has to include all the taxes, insurances, all the services that you have to pay for to run your business, and everything else. And it also has to include some emergency funds for some emergency expenses that you didn't know you have to do, and you figure it out on your way. And there will be definitely some of those. And this is something to take into account, and to seek for maybe some professional advice on how to plan your business financially. Mistake number 2 is inconsistent marketing. And I noticed that the incoming results in my business are really dependent on the outgoing activities that I do as part of my marketing. And this is especially important when the things go really well, because when I have a lot of work, I have a lot of clients, and I am very busy and trying to deliver the value to my clients, I still need to do my marketing, even though it's on the back burner because right now everything seems good, but it doesn't mean that it will be so good in the next few months. But I still need to put my services out there so that my potential customers know that I am there available for them when they need it. And they may need my services now, or maybe in half a year, or maybe in a year, but they should know that I'm operating, they should know that I am actively working, and I can support them when they really need me. The best actionable tip here would be to have this marketing strategy and allocate a specific time during the week or during the month when you actively doing it. So you are either doing some outreach, you are doing some posting, you are doing some targeting, so whatever marketing plan you have, so you are sticking to it and you are actually doing it. And also having some allocated time to review your results, to measure your results, and to see what's working and what's not working, because this is how you get informed decisions about where to put your effort in and choose the places where your effort really pays off. Mistake number 3 is isolation and lack of networking. I am an introverted person myself, and even thinking about networking is draining most of my energy, because I feel like networking event is about introducing your business and trying to sell or trying to be sold, and it's like a very transactional situation. And really in most of the cases it is like that. But I also noticed that as soon as I found a group of people that I feel really comfortable in, it's much easier to network, and it's much easier to not feel alone, because in most of the cases I was thinking that if I put my head down and work, I will get so much more results in my business. And it's partially true, but it's also a big part of the business is trying to feel not alone, and networking really helps. And I get so many ideas from other business owners, or maybe if I'm a bit of step ahead, I can suggest something that worked for me to other people. And I really, sometimes it's just a place where I can not feel alone and lonely in my problems that are not relevant to quite a lot of people around me. I think that when you find something that is suitable for you specifically, it's so much more energizing, because you feel like you are you can discuss your issues or your wins, and other people will really understand you. And it's definitely worth putting your energy and effort into finding your group of people where you feel comfortable sharing your wins and sharing your struggles, because they will understand you or give you some advice. And it's really refreshing, and even for an introverted person like me. Mistake number 4 is not having enough rest. When I decided to go freelancing full-time, I thought that I would have so much more flexibility. I would have my dedicated day off when I do things just for me, and I will have more time with my daughter. And these are partially true. As a side note, I had a very good work arrangements while being employed, and I could accommodate for most of the high priority things in my personal life as well. So there wasn't really a huge difference when I went freelancing full-time. But I did realize that I traded my 9 to 5 to 24/7, because that's what my head was doing, and I was constantly thinking about my business, because when you start your freelancing, your business journey, you have never-ending list of to-do things. And then I realized that having rest is actually part of my work, and it's part of my productive routine, because I can only be creative and have full attention and deliver the best results when I actually am well rested, and when I don't want to sleep, and I feel physically and mentally well and energetic. And actionable tip here would be to set aside a specific day or days or times of the week when you have rest and don't think and don't do anything work related, and better to have some plan how to occupy yourself mentally or physically when you try to do this time off, because it really fuels the energy. It really gives you that excitement to come back to work and do even better than you did before this time off. Mistake number 5 is underestimating of how much of other work you do as a freelancer or as a business owner on the side of your main core offer. So I'm a video creator and I create videos for brands, for businesses, but I also do my marketing, my social media, my finances, my communication with customers, and so many more things that I didn't really think or really understand that I will be doing when I go on my own journey. And this is a sign to be ready to quickly adapt to something that you never heard about 5 minutes ago, to learn quickly and to delegate things that you don't feel like you have time or have energy or have competence doing. And I think there are two sides of this aspect. So first of all, it's your strength. It's better to focus your energy where the energy comes back to you. So the thing that you love doing, that you are best at, and the things you have good results doing, so strengthening your strength. And then another side is weaknesses, and some people say it's very important to make your weaknesses your strength, and it might be true for something, but I think it's very important to have the support system that those weaknesses don't drag you behind. So it should be something where you create systems where you don't have a way to fail with your weaknesses or to delegate them. So to create some sort of support that makes sure that your weaknesses are covered. And I definitely do a bit of everything. So I educate myself to be aware of some things. I create systems to support me with my day-to-day work, and I sometimes delegate parts of the things that I'm doing. So just figure out what helps you to perform your best at your strength. I wish you to stay committed to your journey when things go as you planned and when things don't go at all, because really those are two sides of one journey. I will see you in the next season, and I have something exciting prepared for the season 2. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I hope you enjoyed the podcast, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!